Hey Guardians, welcome back for the final top 3 elemental primary weapon video. Today I will be showing you the top 3 best arc primaries in the game. I've done similar top 3 videos already for the VOID and SOLAR top 3 primaries. If you have missed out on it, check the video links in the description below, or you can find the videos as a YouTube card in the right hand corner that should pop up now. Elemental primaries can help you a lot in raids in dealing with those annoying shielded enemies. With the current raids, you will be looking for VOID primaries for the Vault of Glass and Wrath of the Machine raids, or Solar for the Crota Sand and the King's Fall raid. By all means, save your exotic slot for your favorite special or heavy weapon, but if you want to use an elemental primary for raids, you will be looking for a VOID or Solar primary depending on the encounter. Arc shielded enemies are mainly found on strikes, or you can find arc burns on activities like Nightfall, and we have a good selection of arc primaries that can be used for these activities. The Vault of Glass gives us the famous weapons, the Pulse Rifle Praedyth Timepiece, and the Year 1 favorite PvE primary, the Fatebringer. Crota's End has the Arc Oversoul Edict Pulse Rifle and the Scout Fang of Edict. Anguish of Drystan is the Arc Altar Rifle from the King's Fall raid, and the Wrath of the Machine gives us the Chaos Dogma Arc Scout Rifle. Other arc primaries are of course the Zhalo Supercell, and we have the Arc Nechrochasm. Let's start with the number 3 spot, which is reserved for the Fang of Edict Scout Rifle. This is an excellent scout rifle which sits in the popular 48 impact archetype, similar like the Hungry, Cryptic Dragon and the Vision of Confluence. The base stats are great, it has a higher than average range stat, and the rest are pretty much average. And average in this case is not a bad thing. This gun is actually very balanced, and that is also one of the strengths of the gun. It has very solid perk options for every encounter coming your way, and it is up to the Guardian's preference what perks you prefer. But most of us will be using the Spray and Play, Perfect Balance and Third Eye setup, which is a solid choice for every encounter whether you are playing PvE or PvP. So again, this gun is very balanced and versatile, but it is lacking some extras which can make this gun excel what other guns do have in the number 2 and number 1 spot. But other than that, it is easily one of the best scout rifles in the game, and thus it earns the number 3 spot. In number 2 we have the Zhalo Supercell. The Zhalo Supercell was previously the only arc primary option before the raid Adept Elemental Primaries got introduced with the Age of Triumph. Looking at the base stat, it does not show anything interesting. It is just a mid-impact altar rifle, and altar rifles are not the best options to choose from for PvE or PvP. But it is the exotic perk and the arc damage that makes this gun superb. The exotic perk Zhalo Supercell and the bolts from the blue perk are working perfectly together, which is great for crowd control, and it also has the potential where you don't need to reload the gun because the perk is giving you ammo back with double kills. And it also charges your super as well. The Abyss encounter in Crota's End raid is an excellent example where this gun can make your life so much easier, where the exotic perk procs so often because all of the enemies are clumped up, which makes it easy for you to get those double kills so you can get your ammo back and charge your super. Because this gun is so good with dealing with multiple enemies, it earns the number 2 spot. And at the number 1 spot we have the famous Fatebringer. Fatebringer has been the favorite gun in Year 1 due to the versatility of this gun in PvE. It was simply the answer to everything. You would bring it to daily missions, strikes, nightfalls and raids. There was no situation where you would need to use another gun. But since the hand cannon nerf and the fact that it was not brought up to max light level, this gun simply disappeared. But now it's back, but not in all its former glory though. As mentioned before, the range got nerfed and it also suffered from the ammo nerf, which means that you will be looking for hand cannon ammo every now and then. But despite all of this, the Fatebringer is still a fantastic weapon to use due to the combination of the perks Firefly and Outlaw. The hand cannon in itself is already a very good weapon to use because it has the ability to one-shot low-level enemies. And by adding the perks of Firefly and Outlaw, you will be building on the strength of the gun and limiting the drawbacks of using a hand cannon. Firefly gives you that extra crowd control damage that you can potentially do with each shot. And Outlaw makes sure that you can continue your damage output as fast as possible by giving you a fast reload. And the damage boost can even be increased with the use of explosive rounds. which has become the go-to perk in the middle tree now. And for those who don't know this yet, explosive rounds are perfect for dealing with shielded enemies because the damage from explosive rounds are not affected by the shield. So this is perfect for bringing down those pesky shielded enemies in raids or nightfalls. The Fatebringer is not the go-to primary weapon anymore. Depending on different scenarios, there are cases where, for example, the Zhalo Supercell or the Touch of Malice will do a better job as your primary. And scouts are still very popular as well, since hand cannons now lost so much of their range. But despite all of this, the Fatebringer is still, in my opinion, the best all-round primary weapon in the game, with or without its elemental damage. And because of that, the Fatebringer earns its #1 spot. So that wraps it up for the video. Check out my Solar and Void top 3 video if you've missed it. You can find it in the right hand corner as a YouTube card. You can also find a video where I showcase all of the raid elemental primaries. Anyways, let me know what your thoughts are on the top 3 in the comments below. A like is appreciated if you enjoyed this, subscribe if you want more Destiny content, tips and tricks and review videos, and as always, I will see you in the next video, Guardians.